It goes back and forth. Like
you are not 215. You mean 115.
115.
Oh, yeah.
No, she's 215.
No, I'll tell you what.
There's another part of her somewhere else.
Like, when I was 115, I looked sick. But when I was like 135-ish, 140,
Fine.
that was like the sweet spot for me. So, I'm not saying I'm ever going to get to that size.
I just want to get back down to 200. That's my goal.
Huh?
Down to what?
200. That's my goal.
I met that goal last year, and then I said, fuck that. I don't like starving.
You don't have to, though.
I know.
He was just eating chicken and rice.
Which is good.
Yeah.
But it gets boring.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have to do that. There are ways that you can eat.
But it's expensive.
Well, only if you're buying like certain stuff and like, I don't know, you can do it differently and still be.
I think if I quit drinking altogether, that would help too.
It would, but where's the fun in that?
I was getting away with. I was losing a little bit of weight when I was drinking like the zero sugar pop.
I don't drink much pop as it is.
Putting away pop for me is easy. I can put pop down and it doesn't bother me a bit.
Yeah, I put pop down for like 5 months once without trying.
Me either. I drink a lot of water.
That's my only caffeine.
I drink a lot of milk, and then at the end of the
I
night,
drink
I
coffee.
stick water.
Fuck coffee.
Never been a fan of milk.
I cannot stand it.
I have it for breakfast.
Morning. That's the only thing I do in the morning is drink coffee.
Cannot stand the taste.
See, like fasting is easy for me because I can drink black coffee, no problem. I don't.
To try intermittent fasting, it has a lot of benefit.
I kind of already do fast if you think about it because I don't eat till I get home. Well, I do. I've been eating lunch since here the past few months, but like aside from that, I eat lunch and I eat dinner, and that's it. That's all I eat. So
you don't ever have any snacks or anything like that.
I have popcorn, and sometimes we eat a cucumber.
Since I've stopped going to school, I started eating breakfast.
I don't.
Now, see, the difference is like with the fasting, you can't eat anything, like not even healthy stuff during a fasting period.
If I technically, like even before I started this job, I wouldn't eat lunch, and I didn't eat breakfast, and I would only eat dinner at night, and then I might have a bag of popcorn.
But see, that goes along with the same thing as like what I was telling you about her friend or whatever. Like that, your body's going to start to hold on to every little thing.
Yeah, but it hasn't changed nothing.
Have you done it for like a long time?
I did it for 5 years.
And what I'm saying is that you trained your body to hold on to everything.
Right.
So flip the script. You have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just make sure that
I do now.
Just make sure that they're
I don't
good.
have breakfast, but
good-ish anyway. They got to be good, right?
I usually just take leftovers from dinner for
That's
lunch.
what I usually do.
So,
but I'm just saying, like that. When you only eat one meal, or when you only eat like sparingly.
I also need to. I think one of our biggest issues in the house is we consume a lot of dairy.
Mm.
And so, like, we drink milk, a lot of milk, and we eat a lot of cheese, like, because, we eat cheese with fucking everything.
Certain cheeses are really good for you, though.
I don't know what cheeses they are, because I like
Not
them all.
Swiss, mozzarella, Parmesan, definitely not Velveeta or American. Anything that's a processed cheese is not good for you,
So
but anything that isn't.
We need to have, like, the...
Provolone's good for you.
We need to have, like, the England rules of how to eat, like, they have, like, 3...
Oh, you mean don't put bullshit in our food?
Well, that too, but what I'm saying is, like, they have, like, how many...
that other countries won't touch?
They have, like, 7 meals a
bland
day.
stuff.
They have, like, 7 meals a day, but they're all small portions. You know what I mean?
And that's
literally
the
But
way
see,
to
that
do it.
doesn't
That's- yeah.
always work, though.
It does for some people. If you eat small, proportionate things, like, some people will just pick up, like, a handful of nuts and eat the nut.
Yeah, you do,
Yeah.
don't you?
You walk right into that.
Like, that's the first thing you picked up. You're like, first thing comes to mind when it comes to eating nuts, baby.
Eating the seed.
We've all got our
ways of protein.
preferences,
Uh-huh. I understand.
I'm sure you do have preferences.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this.
On that note, fuck you guys. I'm moving on.
Back. We are the Bonsai Movie Crew.
We like Kit Kats.
We're good.
Whoa.
Aggressively, too. I'm good.
We are not in the same wavelength right there. I said we like Kit Kats, and then you were like,
I do like
"I'm
Kit
good."
Kats, but I just ate 3 of them fuckers. I don't need any more.
Kit Kats are delicious.
I don't
No,
eat a
thank
lot
you.
of sweets.
I'm good.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway, we're going to try and stay on track this week, aren't we, Madison?
I'm on track all the time.
So we don't
You
give
guys are the
people
ones
2.5
that just
hour
keep talking.
podcasts.
How is
Do
it
what?
me?
Huh? 2.5 hour podcast?
Oh.
I think we all own portions of that.
I think we do, but maybe we should try to. We're going to try to stay on track this week, people, so that you don't have to stick with us as long as we've been making you. We know that you love us.
You have to stick with us, but we're going to shorten it.
You don't have to do anything.
No, you have to.
And I just want to clarify something. Last week, I realized I fucked up, and I said that Kevin Clash was Kevin Nash's original name. It's not. Kevin Clash was the puppeteer and voice for Elmo.
Oh.
And he voiced one of the turtles for the movie last week. I just want to clear that up because sometimes I realize fuck, that's not right. Why did I say that?
Yeah, I think we've all had moments like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, we're not. At the end of the day, we still know more than you, so fuck you.
Jeez. You know, there's at least one person out there that knows more than us, and he's sitting back going,
no, you don't. Come on our podcast then. Know it all.
Rocket science scientist is like.
Yeah, but after a while, we would all be like, I don't like you.
I don't like you. You think you know everything, don't you? You just know it all.
The first time he corrects one of you guys, you're all just gonna sit back like.
I don't like Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry can't sit with us at lunch.
He's not allowed to sit with us anymore.
Can't sit with us.
Jeff Goldblum comes on the podcast.
Oh God, I would love that. I would just sit there like this the whole time.
I probably would too.
Yeah, keep talking.
I don't care what you have to say.
Yeah. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay.
He's over there talking about a handful of nuts.
The handful of nuts.
His handful of nuts.
I'm sure you will have a handful of his nuts. I mean, nuts.
Dude, I actually saw some dude that did a lot of impressions, and one of them was Jeff Goldblum, and he was doing them to the celebrities. And most of them were like, oh, that's good. Kind of being dicks about it. When he got to Jeff Goldblum was like genuinely
excited.
Enjoying it and excited about it. He was like, that is amazing. I love you so much. You just start, and it was like, I mean, he was so kind and so sweet. It's hilarious to me.
Goldblum,
I think the first question I'd ask him was if he ever got to taste the spare ribs off the moon.
That's got to be the best. I don't care. That is the best SNL skit ever to come out of the history of SNL. He made Jeff Goldblum break.
Hi.
More than once. Hey.
All right.
You gotta send that one to me because I don't know what you're talking about.
It's from SNL.
I will send it to you right now.
I heard her say SNL.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on into our creator profile.
Yeah, really. We kind of went off topic.
David Duchovny
already.
And his what was that?
Huh? I was just talking about a handful of nuts. What are you talking about?
We got into the subject of Jeff Goldblum, and we just kind of rolled with it.
I didn't say Jeff Goldblum.
I know I did.
I said Jerry.
Same difference. You brought it up.
It's the first one I put in Jeff Goldblum, and it's Jeff Goldblum, Harry Carey.
Harry Carey.
Space, the
I was just thinking
frontier.
of a woman named Carrie who's very hairy. A woman named Carrie who was very hairy. This sounds like a fucking Dr. Seuss book.
Have you ever seen See No Evil, Hear No Evil? With Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen it.
Richard Pryor is deaf.
One of them's deaf, one of them's blind.
Yeah.
And Gene Wilder's the blind one. So Gene Wilder's in there and he's getting he's the deaf one. He
No.
can read lips. Yes, because Gene Wilder's sitting in the interrogation room. He can read lips, but he can't hear, right? And the guy's like, was there or wasn't there a woman? And he's like, are you serious? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Cracks me up every time.
All right. Who do you guys think it is?
I said David Duchovny.
Are we going with Fuzzy Wuzzy?
What?
Oh,
No.
Fuzzy Wuzzy's not on the table.
No other guesses?
Sean William Scott.
No.
Orlando Jones.
Yeah, Orlando.
No. Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, he's in there for 5 seconds.
Yeah, but it's Dan Aykroyd, so...
Man, I thought you were going to go with David Duchovny for sure because,
Because of the X-Files?
what else is... No, what else is there that we're going to do that
Yeah, but he
hasn't
really
been?
wasn't that funny in this movie.
No, he's not, but...
Orlando Jones was the best part
Dude,
of this
he
whole movie.
is 100%.
He's the best part.
100%. You're about to have a solid gold breakdancer on your hands.
Ira!
It's for my ass. That's literally my favorite part.
Take the leg!
Ira, don't you ever tell anybody where I've been.
He gets the worst parts of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Go on,
That's
I'm
great,
listening.
though.
We're
Go
going
on,
to
you
we're
right.
going to go off topic with this movie.
Mhm.
You know we're going to
As long as you talk about the movie, I don't care.
No, I'm just saying we're getting a little bit ahead. We're only creating that profile, and we're talking about the movie already.
We're not even talking about the guy either.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Dan Aykroyd. What's up with him?
See,
well,
we're
he
already
was
off
born
topic.
July 1st,
18?
19.
Whoa!
Your
He
numbers
looks
are
great
way
for
off
his age.
today.
I'm sorry,
I need whatever
couldn't
he's got.
see it from
Yeah,
back
no
there.
shit. What kind of diet is he on?
I couldn't see it from back there. Leave me alone.
Fucking
he's
celebrity
old.
time travelers. It's real.
Well, yeah, he was born in the 1800s.
2025, common sense would suggest that number is not an 8, it is in fact a 9.
Dude, he's like 73. I
Sure.
think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
1952. Is that right?
I don't know.
Dude, no.
It's about 70.
He's 78, dude.
52?
No? Is it
To
73?
now?
He's 3 years
You'd
older
be
than Dad.
77,
3 years older than Dad.
right? No.
No, it's
70.
25.
Yeah, it'd be.
Oh no, he'd
Yes.
be 77 because we
So he'd be
haven't hit
75,
July
75.
1st yet. What?
1952?
It's
It's
25.
25.
No, wait, 76.
He'd be 77.
Yeah, because it's 25. And
Well, I was
he'd
basing
be
out. My dad was born in 55. He's 73.
No, he would be 78. He'd have to be 78.
He will be 78 this year. It's not July 1st yet.
Okay.
So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got to be 77.
That's
Yep.
when I'm.
He's going to die soon, dude.
77.
I think.
Oh, yeah, because I'm. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I was
'cause
thinking
Dad
about
would
the
be-
wrong way.
Yeah, my dad was born in fucking 60, and he's 65, so.
My dad was born in 55.
Okay.
Anyway, continue. He's old as fuck. That's what we know.
He's 77. It doesn't say that in here, but I'm going to add it. He's 77 and he's really old. He's almost 78, which is sad.
I love it when you guys say things like that, like he's really old, and,
And
then
then,
you get to
like,
be our age.
I'm
you're
just
gonna be
waiting
like,
for Dan Aykroyd to comment on our
70
on our
7? You don't think that's
podcast and be
old?
like, yeah, I'm not 77.
it's older than me.
He's going to die soon.
Depends on how well
My
they
grandma
take care
died
of
at
themselves.
76?
My
It just depends on how
My
well
grandpa
you
was
take care
84,
of yourself.
so-
Maybe she was 78.
And my grandma was 83.
I think my grandma was 78.
Like I said, it just depends on how you take care of yourself.
All right, come
Grandma
on, read.
Fanny was
Come on,
sweet
this is what I'm
enough
talking
to-
about. Go.
I can't if you're talking. She was sweet enough to take care of everybody. All right. Before
73.
working.
Huh?
For real?
Yeah. So I'm trying to tell you people.
Whoa.
1950 plus 50 would be 2000. And then you add 2
Carry
plus
the one.
25.
So he's got to be 72.
You're the one
right
who
now.
believed us. and
No,
now-
I'm sitting here like,
Clock
this math doesn't
calculator.
work, guys. I
This
kept
math-
trying to tell you, like, this math isn't mathin'.
This math doesn't math.
Like I said, I was waiting for Dan. Like, we're gonna have Dan Aykroyd be like, "Yeah, I'm not 77. I'm not old as fuck."
Dude, that would be great if, like, he just showed up.
He just came out of the back.
I defended you.
I defended you.
But have a seat.
Not me. I called you
Yeah.
old.
Eric, get the fuck up. Let Dan Aykroyd sit
Oh, I
down.
would in a heartbeat.
No, y'all was.
I let him sit over here like, can I sit on your lap?
No, he'd sit right there. He'd just sit on
you
the
can
table.
host the show. Just make sure I'm sitting in your lap. You, not me. I don't want that old man anywhere near me.
All right, come on.
Old.
Anyways. Before working as a stand-up comedian in various Canadian nightclubs, Aykroyd studied sociology in Carleton University in Ottawa, where he began writing and performing comedy sketches. His success as a comic in school led him to work with the Toronto branch of the famed Second City improvisational troupe.
Improvisation.
Improvisational.
Improvisational. Wait, nope, still said it wrong. All right. During this time, Aykroyd met comedian and writer John Belushi. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Who had come to Toronto to scout new talent for the National Lampoon Radio Hour. In 1975, both Aykroyd and Belushi were chosen to appear in the first season of Canadian producer Lorne Michaels' innovative comedy television series Saturday Night Live. It was as part of the show that Aykroyd gained notoriety.
Notoriety.
Yeah.
Notoriety. for his dead-on impersonations of Presidents Nixon and Carter. He also won fame for his other characters such as Beldar.
The Coneheads.
Yeah.
Coneheads.
Okay. The
Beldar.
patriarch
We
of
come
the
from
Conehead
France.
clan of suburban aliens, and
That's one we should watch.
Coneheads.
Fucking love Coneheads.
I haven't
That shit
seen
is so
Coneheads
funny.
in like so long.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've only seen pictures.
Well, I
Coneheads
guess
is
that's next
hilarious.
week's movie.
Oh, jeez.
I love Coneheads.
And Elwood Blues, the second half of the Blues Brothers. In
Unpopular opinion, I'm not a huge fan of the Blues Brothers.
I'm not.
I should
either.
probably watch it again, but it
I'm not a fan.
didn't. Okay.
Where'd it go?
Oh, I thought you were going to hit me or something. You were like,
No.
I think the Blues Brothers was more about that time and era.
no,
Yeah.
I get it. I understand why, that there's fans and stuff. It's just not me. You know? And I'm not going to get on, if somebody comes up to me and says that they're a big fan of it or whatever, I'm like, hey, yeah. they're good.
Cool.
I know I drive
Yeah.
by a van over there. It's like in the nicer neighborhood. They
Up at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
In 1980, he and Belushi reprised their
I got that white pickup
popular
drive.
SNL characters in The Blues Brothers, a terrifically successful venture that managed to become both one of the most often quoted films of the decade and true cult classic. Aykroyd and Belushi went on to team up one more time for Neighbors 1981 before Belushi's death in 1982. Aykroyd's subsequent films in the 1980s range from the forgettable to the wildly successful, with all-out comedies like Ghostbusters 1984 and Dragnet 1987.
Yeah.
Dragnet. Falling into the latter cat.
It's
I don't care what I said. Dragnet was good.
fucking
Category.
amazing. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it.
Many of these films allowed him to collaborate with some of Hollywood's foremost comedians, including fellow SNL alumni.
Alumni.
What does that mean?
Like they were both part of, like we would be alumni of Sydney High School.
Yo.
Like we're all alumni of Sydney High School.
What was you guys' slang then? Was it how'd you say hi? Was it
Hi.
Hi.
Are you high? Or how high are you?
If
What do you mean,
that's
And
how
the
you
answer
guys
was
said
usually
hi.
yes.
You mean like hi, like hello?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
what
What's
up?
up? Hey.
Yeah. Hey.
No, it's
Just
pretty
like
much
you-
the same as
Yeah.
for us.
What do you think? It was
As
a
a-
fucking
Yeah.
complete
Yo,
different
yo,
language
Cowabunga,
barrier? Like,
bro.
It wasn't like the 80s where everything was tubular. I mean, it was
Tubular.
a lot like how you guys talk, except for bussin' and
Yeah, we didn't.
Whatever.
Yo, that's busting. I remember one of our
All
people
this-
said that in my grade, and I was like, you guys are actually
Yeah, like our slang. I don't really think we had much slang at all.
not anything that
No.
I can
you
really.
guys
Not
didn't
really.
say cap
No,
or
no.
nah, we
Well, you see, you guys say stuff like that, and then us, our generation, we're confused because our words
yeah.
were regular words. Like if I walked down to eat something my mom made and I said this is bussin', she probably would have smacked me in the mouth.
yeah.
We
I
said
didn't
this is
underst-
delicious.
Uh-huh.
This is fantastic.
This
This
is
is
good.
I think
amazing.
the closest thing
Like,
to any kind of slang that we'd use would be awesome,
Yeah.
sweet,
yeah.
huh?
So all the
Cool.
boring words that
Cool.
nobody uses nowadays because they think they're boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I had. My God, I didn't understand.
There's that
what-
stroke.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I didn't
Dude.
understand what cat meant for a while too. They started saying it whenever I was in middle school, and it was right.
It's like they're just making shit
yeah, it
up
was,
now.
Well, it was right after the pandemic, so I hadn't been in school for a year. And
I think
came
it's-
back, and they were saying cap, and I was.
I think it's just a lot to do with the kids and shit nowadays. I think they're just assholes.
I have an unpopular opinion, probably. I think they're bored.
Yeah, it could be too.
We had all of this stuff to do. We would leave the house and be gone.
Yeah.
And we would,
I'm not allowed
for
to
example,
be
another thing,
gone.
people don't want to get their license nowadays. Kids are
Mhm.
just cool not to get their license.
Yeah.
It's because they have all of their friends right
Yeah,
here.
right there on their tablet. And
They're
shit.
bored. They're bored as
That's
shit.
also why they
It's,
think
it's
they
another
don't have
reason
anything
why
else
we
to
have
do.
pronouns now. I'm not trying to get on a soapbox here because I know we're trying to keep things short, but I'm just saying that if you are constantly bored, then of course you're going to come up with things to complain about. Of course you're going to come up with things to say I'm a pansexual. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's a boredom thing. I really think so. We need a new war.
A new war.
Send some kids off to war and teach them how to be men.
Y2K
but
really
I guarantee you, we
hit,
will lose that war.
Oh,
because they're gonna go out there in their fucking military outfits and be like, "I'm allergic to grass. I can't do this." And then they're gonna get punched.
Ow, the sun hurts.
The sun sucks.
The sun sucks. Yeah, that's exact.
No cap, dude. This sun. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We would lose.
Yeah, we're definitely
Dude.
losing.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
Y2K really should have hit, huh?
You know
Well,
what?
I don't know, because that was my teenage years.
We were
And I
doing
think
all right.
we were-
Yeah,
I
but
think we're
then,
doing
like,
all
most
right.
of us wouldn't have been born, and then we wouldn't have as much technology, because we probably would have de-evolutionized a little bit.
I think our generation, not to be too, like, full of ourselves, I think we had the most interesting generation. We went from Atari to internet.
Yeah.
We went from, like, nothing playing with a stick to internet.
To cell phones.
Within our lifetimes. Our first cell phones were bricks, man. You could throw it on the sidewalk and the sidewalk would break.
Fucking Nokias.
I mean, and now you've got these that if you just tap it lightly, it's going to break.
She's like, I'm not going to test it, but I'm going to say it.
You see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Like, we had the most amount of technology hitting in such a short time for us that it just kills me that we were able to keep up at all.
Shit.
All right. Many of these films allowed him to collaborate with some of Hollywood's foremost comedians, including fellow SNL alumni Chevy Chase. Yep, Bill Murray and Eddie Murphy, as well as Tom Hanks and the late John Candy. He tried his hand at drama in 1989 as Jessica Trandy's son in Driving Miss Daisy, and for his efforts won an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Although there were successes during the 1990s, like My Girl, 1991, Chaplin, 1992, Casper, 1995.
Oh, I love that movie.
Who was he in Casper?
He was
a Ghostbuster. You don't remember that?
Yeah, he made a cameo.
Oh, yeah.
He came out of the house and was like,
you're gonna
call someone else.
Somebody
Call
else.
someone else.
Yeah.
I remember
Jack's
that part
favorite
because I
part.
used to laugh at that part all the
That's
time.
Jack's favorite part, and the guy coming out with his head backwards.
Yeah, because he came out, I think it was
It's like,
right
how
after
did it
him.
go? It was a piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Piece of crumb cake.
Piece of crumb cake.
Oh man, I love that movie.
Oh, I do too. It's one of my
favorites.
favorite. It's probably like my top 10.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. Oh my goodness.
It is a great movie.
Still
I
can't
love
believe we
Casper.
seen that guy from at the that show he went to with the mansion up there in Piqua.
Oh, the storytelling.
Yeah, the storytelling thing. Yeah, there was a guy dressed up like the priest from Casper.
Yeah, he was.
Gross Point Blank, 1997, and Ants, 1998. There were also flops, The Coneheads,
Fuck
1993.
you. That's a great movie.
Exit to Eden, 1994, and was that Sergeant by Bilko?
Bilko.
Okay. 1996. Similarly, the long-awaited Blues Brothers 2000, 1998 proved to be a great disappointment.
Because nobody cared.
And
Yeah,
also,
at that
one
point
of them
in time.
is dead.
Well, he did it with John Goodman.
No, I know.
But the
But
original one.
It's kind of like, if one of you has passed, one of the original, like, maybe don't make another one.
Right.
Like the Men in Black. Yeah. Like if one guy would have died and Will Smith
Oh,
would have just
yeah.
done it by himself.
Yeah,
then
or
it wouldn't have been good.
have somebody else.
They weren't good anyway after the first one.
I love those movies.
Yeah.
I'd have to see the other two again.
I saw the first one more than any of
Remember
them.
the
but I
Balchinian.
remember liking the second one. I don't know if I've seen the third.
It's okay. Anyway, go ahead.
However, Aykroyd continued to maintain a screen profile starring as Kirk Douglas's son in the family drama Diamonds, 1999, and with roles in the big screen blockbuster Pearl Harbor, 2001, Crossroads, 2002, and 50 First Dates, 2004. 50 First Dates, that's the movie with Adam Sandler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I loved that movie when I was a kid. I thought it was sweet.
It's okay.
Who was he in that?
So the doctor.
Was he?
I've only seen it once.
I've only seen it once, and there's a reason why I've only seen it once.
Yeah, he's the doctor that talks about
she who shall not be named was in it.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
What's her name again?
I don't know. I forgot.
I did too.
I don't say it very well.
Say
it.
I don't want to die today.
I just want to learn how to talk like her out of the side of my mouth.
Like this? Talk
like this out of the side of your mouth and slur all your words, and then talk to everybody like they're babies.
First of all, I don't notice that out of her, and second of all,
I don't know. In 2010, he provided the voice for the beloved title character in Yogi Bear, followed by a supporting role in the comedy The Campaign with Will Ferrell and Zach
Galifianakis.
I would have got there eventually. Galifianakis.
Galifianakis.
My first
yeah, that's not it at all.
It's right down the bunghole.
Galifianakis. Yeah, Galifianakis.
Galifianakis
is a better. Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right. More recently, he lent his voice to the animated film Legends of Oz: Dorothy's Return, 2014. Starred in the comedy Tammy, 2014, and the biopic Get On Up, 2015. And made a cameo appearance in the all-female comedy reboot Ghostbusters 2016. Dan and his wife, actress Donna Dixon, have 3 daughters. The end.
Oh, that was a lot shorter than I thought it would be.
Nope. Yeah, no, I picked the shorter one on purpose.
Did you?
Yeah, he's trying to get this under 2 hours.
I understand. I think Dan Aykroyd's definitely one of my favorites.
I'm actually trying to get it more around like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's usually our goal every time. But...
usually. We missed shot by like an hour.
Usually on average it's a half an hour, but...
Yeah, it was like 45 minutes an hour last time.
Yeah.
All right, so favorite Dan Aykroyd project.
Ooh.
Project? I have to say Ghostbusters by default.
I don't know what project means.
Anything he's done. He's directed, he's produced. I wouldn't go with his producing credits. Acted.
Casper.
Ooh.
He's in it for all like 5 seconds.
I can still say Casper.
Have you seen Ghostbusters?
He does that the whole time.
I just haven't seen him since I was a kid.
He's that character and the whole time in Ghostbusters.
I cannot tell you what the first Ghostbuster movie is about.
For shame.
Ghosts.
Yeah. I thought about rewatching them, and I was like...
I'm about to say that needs to be our movie. I wouldn't even have to watch it.
I'm trying to think, wasn't he?
I could just sit here and quote the whole damn thing.
He didn't do anything with Caddyshack's.
No, he wasn't in the Caddyshack
No,
movies.
he was part of the writing team for the first one.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go. There's a couple of choices, really. I like the Conehead movies. I love Ghostbusters. It's kind of tough. Nothing But Trouble.
Oh.
No, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going with Nothing But Trouble, man.
I'm going with
I want to pick that, but I want to pick it.
I'm picking it because he's the best part of that movie.
He's everything about that movie.
Yeah.
Great Outdoors.
About that movie.
Oh, the Great Outdoors.
It's a good one too.
I have to stick with Ghostbusters.
I love Ghostbusters. I really do, but
you don't realize I lived and breathed Ghostbusters the first 10 years of my life.
Remember them trying to kill the bat or capture the bat?
Yeah. Oh God. That's it. No. Big Bear chase me. Big Bear chase. That's like the best part.
Alrighty. So, moving on.
Let's talk about the movie.
All right. This week we watched Evolution from 2001. Karen, you got a plot synopsis?
I do. But I wasn't ready for some reason. Like we don't.
Well, Lottie frickin' da!
A comedy that follows the chaos that ensues when a meteor hits the Earth, carrying alien life forms that give new meaning to the term "survival of the fittest." David Duchovny, Orlando Jones, Sean William Scott, and Julianne Moore are the only people standing between the aliens and world domination, which could be bad news for the Earth.
I'm telling Dad.
Good. David Duchovny,
Ira Kane. To stop being a pussy.
Yeah, he would.
He would.
Julianne Moore, Allison Reed, Orlando Jones, Harry Phineas Block, Sean William Scott as Wayne Gray. I mean, that's as far as I really need to go, honestly.
Yeah. All right, what'd you watch? What'd you recommend, Madison?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not, but maybe.
Okay.
Yep. I might recommend it to a science teacher. Like, hey, you ever seen that movie?
I wouldn't call
It's
this movie
ridiculous.
scientifically accurate.
No, but it'd be funny to watch them.
Head and Shoulders kills the aliens.
And the fun fact about Head and Shoulders, it doesn't have selenium in it unless you get ultimate or the extra strength.
That's what I need. Some extra strength.
I would say.
Although they did get the DNA thing right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes, I would recommend the movie just because I enjoy the movie. I think it's a funny movie. Not as funny as I remember it being because it's been a really long time since I've seen it, but it's still a good movie and it still has some very good chuckle moments. You know what I mean? And Orlando Jones is easily the best part of this whole movie, hands down. And some of Julianne Moore. She's got a couple of moments where she's just kind of like being clumsy,
which was her idea. She thought that was.
I think it's a good. I think
perfect.
It's good for her because I mean it makes her character. It gives more to her character.
I like when she gets in the car. I'm kind of with him.
Yeah.
After she falls right into his lap.
She does get funnier as the movie progresses, so I'll give her that. But yeah, I would give it a light recommend to not to everybody, but to somebody looking for like sort of a lighter-hearted comedy, like sci-fi comedy. I mean, you know, it's no Galaxy Quest, but it's still good. You know what I mean? Like,
then you'd watch it again. You'd be like, "This isn't as funny as I remember."
Probably. I've seemed to be doing that a lot lately. Like, oh, this movie was great, and then I watch it, I'm like, it was okay. You know, like it's just. But I think that I think I expected more out of David Duchovny than I got.
No. I always remember him being the kind of the more serious and kind of stick up his ass.
Yeah, but
I think he does it beautifully because he does have a sense of humor, while also like their relationship makes perfect sense to me because he is the scientist, he's the serious one, and you know Harry is just all about having fun, right? So they complement each other well because David Duchovny's character can also be funny. He can also, but his is very dry and very, you know, like matter of fact. And
fruit basket for general.
Just fruit basket. You know, if he's that serious, he would have done
Orlando
that.
Jones was part of it for me, but also Sean William Scott really. I think this movie was one of the first movies I saw him in where he wasn't a complete tool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was actually funny. He just played the dumb guy, pretty much, you know?
Yeah.
And he was great for it.
I love it when
he was kind of like the hometown kind of dummy who, you know, he's just a goofy.
My two favorite parts that has to do with like the dumb characters is the part where he walks in with that monster and he lays it down on the table and he's like, I thought about coming here and taking a few classes, but figured I'd go straight into the job market and get a jump start on things. And they're both just, you know, and then the other one is the two big galoots. Like, you know, Jeremiah didn't remember this, but I was like, you remember when they come in and tell him about the Head and Shoulders or whatever? He's like, no. And then this was like, I don't know, a month ago. And then we're watching it and he's like, oh yeah. Because they're like, oh yeah, we can get that. What? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that just cracks me up that they know that.
Yeah, I specifically remember that part.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always remember those two guys, because I remember the smaller guy was in Salute Your Shorts.
He was Donkey Lips.
Yeah, and then the other guy was
Ethan
in
Suplee.
Yeah, he's jacked now.
Oh man.
Yeah, he ain't no 400-pounder no more. He's
you want to make fun of him or whatever. They're like, oh, never mind, just kidding.
Yeah, he's massive now.
You look him up to like make fun of him. You'd be like.
No, seriously, look up pictures of that dude. He is like a freaking brick shithouse. Ethan Suplee. Ethan Suplee.
Yeah, he's jacked now.
Yeah, he's huge.
I'm sorry. Sad part is I think he was getting tired of being typecast as the fat guy.
He was.
So
he wanted more serious roles.
Right. So anyway, Karen, what about you?
Yes and yes, I have absolutely no hesitation.
Why are his nipples so low?
Because he used to be
400 pounds.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. I see it.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
He's
all that loose skin.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I've watched this movie probably 100 times. I watched it again. I recommend it. I don't care. Like, it may, I don't know. I mean, I watched it with Jack because I kind of wanted to see like what his reaction would be, and he laughed the whole time. So it could just be us having seen it 7,000 times. But I still think it's hilarious. I still like it. yes and yes from me.
What about you, Eric? What do you think?
Oh, yes and yes. I will recommend it to anybody I talk to. Good. I love this movie.
Oh, he was in Remember the Titans.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into the movie and read this motherfucker. And take it away, Madison.
Take it away, Madison.
Take it away! 35
it.
minutes in, look at that, we're in the movie now.
You gotta do it in the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice.
Get to the chopper! What do you want?
That's my name.
Get to the chopper, Madison!
Madison, read it. We are all dying here.
We're all dying here.
To hear it. Get it right.
Put that cookie down!
Whoa.
We need to hear the story. Can you please help
We
us?
just watched the story.
They didn't.
Oh. Who?
They didn't.
They didn't?
Yeah.
Why are they
People,
here?
the people out there in the TV.
You guys.
The people out here in the
watched
TV?
movie.
Yeah.
We
The people that watch, that's the audience. They're in the TV.
We watched the movie. We were talking about the movie, but they're not going to hear us talking about the movie until later.
Not the people we can see, you goof.
But they're not going to hear us talking about
Yeah,
the
but
movie.
I was waving at them as if they were watching me, right?
But they're not going to
Yeah.
hear us talking about the movie till later, but it's like traveling back in time. But it's also like they haven't seen the movie, but they're the ones behind the TV, but we don't see them.
I think you're thinking way too much into this.
Yeah.
But it's like time traveling, though.
No.
Boy, I opened up a can of worms. Didn't even mean to. I was just making a joke
Shut
about
the
the people
fuck
on
up,
the TV,
Karen.
I guess.
That joke got really confusing.
It did. I'm confused now. Where are these people and what are they doing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Okay.
That's the great thing about time traveling. They're on a different wavelength of the time continuum. Sorry. I've been watching a lot of the newer Marvel movies here lately. It's not good.
Probably
for me.
not, no.
Anyways, evolution, you guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've evolved into this, so.
I think my brain evolved into wanting to go to sleep.
Better get your coffee.
I think you just evolved into
Coffee.
a bigger penis. So.
Penis? What?
Yep, and of course you'd react to that.
I haven't
You're
played
just
the
like
penis
Gizmo.
game in so long.
What?
The penis game. Where you just shout penis.
In the middle of a store
And
and
see who doesn't do it.
back.
No, just
Like, who doesn't have balls enough to do it. You remember that?
You get louder and louder.
We used to
louder,
do that
whoever
like in
stops
like
loses.
high school. Like you'd be in the hallway and somebody go penis like low, and you had to get louder and louder.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
person that chickened out was the one that lost.
That's awesome. Why didn't you guys tell me about this before?
I
was
just
high
You-
forgot about
you
it.
never heard about
You never
the
heard
penis
of the penis
game?
game?
No.
I've never heard of this.
I know in middle school
What?
you'd be walking down the hall and some random
But you
guy
have to do
would,
it in a
like,
place where
moan
you'd be
really
in.
loud
Like I
like a
couldn't go
chick.
upstairs
Yeah,
and do it.
yeah,
You know
you'd
what I mean?
have
Like
to be in a
nobody's-
very public
nobody's gonna
place,
give
like
a
a
shit.
mall.
But like if you
anywhere.
go to like Walmart and yeah,
Do it
you
in-
just play
do
the
it in a
penis
church.
game?
No.
Oh god,
And I can't now because of you.
that's when lightning strikes.
I'm going to go to work tomorrow and play it.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got to start small though. Like look at your friend and go penis.
You're gonna
See if they know what you're
if I
talking
do that
about.
at work, they're gonna fire me, dude. I work
Well,
in
yeah,
a
you can't do it
department
at
store.
work. Like
He
at
can.
yeah.
Yeah,
I used to.
totally
We
can.
used to do it at Norcold all the time. Like on the line, somebody would start it. You just keep it going.
I wish you would have told me about that while
I work
was
right
asleep, 'cause
underneath
what are
the
they gonna
offices.
do to me? Suspend me for saying the word penis.
a
All
science-
boys-
Say somebody flashed
Sorry.
you and then they ran out of the store. You were just trying to warn others.
No, a department manager walks around the store. Penis! It went that way. Penis!
I go by it.
Look out, Ethel!
Oh, that is good.
It was a little late.
Whew.
All right. Evolution.
Yes, let's go.
Now that we've been talking about penises. Okay.
We got to talk about penises. At least
Penis
once.
evolution.
It really
There's a
does
few things
come
that happen
up.
every podcast. You have a stroke, and we talk about penises and sex.
Sex happens on the podcast, Karen.
No, we
really?
talk about it.
Oh, okay.
You goof.
See, that's what I heard. Anyways. Wayne Gray. A fireman.
Not yet.
Trainee.
There you go.
Missed that part.
He hits himself in the penis.
Him and Betty Lou here.
practicing in a shack in the desert near Glen
That just
Canyon,
sounds bad.
Arizona.
We're sitting here talking about sex, and she's sitting here like, yeah, they're practicing in the shed.
Betty Lou, remember her name's Betty?
Yeah. Wow, that's his blow up.
I like how he's just throwing her around as if she's not used as like a human training tool.
Yeah.
You know, like he pulls her
I'll
out,
save you,
and then he's like dragging her by the
fucking
foot.
WWE.
Like, why'd you even bring her if that's how it's gonna like throw a rock in there and save the rock? You know what I mean? Like, anyway.
Well, he can't perform CPR on a rock.
He can practice. For all he did with that doll, I mean, it would have done him just as much good.
He's so dumb.
I like how it squeaks. You ever seen one of those CPR dolls that squeak?
No.
You know he's doing CPR.
They never did for me either.
He's doing CPR on the CPR dummy's boob.
He did too.
He's not even like in the middle of the chest. He's like on the one boob pressing it.
Yeah. Anyways, sees a meteor. You're right. Oh my god. Strike his car and land in an underground cavern. College professor Ira Kane and his colleague, geology professor. Why do I keep saying professor? Professor.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Just let it go and just see how.
Well, I let the first one go, and then it came up again. What?
No, we'll just count it while we listen to the podcast later.
we put a counter up for every time.
Says professor.
Or every time you fuck up a word.
I'm not gonna like the results of that one.
Ooh, maybe I could do that with a TikTok.
Oh.
Just like mash it together, like one
You're
episode.
gonna spend some
Just
time
the
on that
word
one.
to no
Be
context.
1
just
hour.
We'll spend at
single
least a half an hour
words.
to an hour on one.
It's gonna be like
every
a
time.
half an
Doesn't
hour
matter.
TikTok.
Hmm?
So it's gonna be at least
No,
half an
I'd
hour
cut it
TikTok.
down.
That's what I'm saying.
For one episode?
Yeah, 2.5 hour episodes,
I
half
don't
an hour.
think so.
You just gotta get like the word with no context whatsoever. Just me having a stroke over and over again. So then you'll be good.
That would be good.
It'll be like 30 seconds.
I'm okay, guys.
At the end, you gotta have me going like, "Whoa!"
The one I just did, I was cracking up doing it just because I was cracking up at your dad talking about I said something about Well of Good because that's what I was reading like the reviews, and you're like, Well of Good, he can't talk or he can't write right or something like that, and then it was like you said, well, how about you learn how to talk good or something? I don't remember, but you were like, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, he writes badly, but you're talking badly. And he was like, he needs to go to the Zoolander school for kids who can't read good. And I was like, what about the kids who want to learn how to talk good? You were like, that's the sister school. I was cracking myself up making that one.
Oh man. Professor Harry Block investigate taking a sample of strange blue liquid that oozes from it. Ira discovers that it harbors extraterrestrial.
You didn't say Block, right? You did say Black, Harry Black.
Yeah.
When?
It was a joke. It was a joke. Because remember the one guy's like Mr. Black and he's like, Block.
Block.
Blockade.
Oh man. Mr. Black. Jesus Christ. Single-celled nitrogen-based organisms multiplying exponentially condense millions of years of evolution within a matter of hours. The next day, they take the science class to survey the meteor site and and find it already surrounded by evolved oxygen-converting fungi and alien flatworms. Later discovering the cells and organisms reproduce rapidly through mitosis. Soon, Ira and Harry find the site sealed off by the army, who have set up a base. They take General Russell Woodman and the clumsy Dr. Allison Reed to court for the right to be part of the research of their discovery, but their efforts...
Fruit basket for General Woodman.
But their efforts fail when
There's one. Efforts.
But their efforts fail when it is brought up that Ira was previously discharged from the army after creating an anthrax vaccine, which led to terrible physical
which he should have told Harry about before they went to court, because for him to like hear about it in court would be fucked up.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely uses Harry a lot throughout the movie too, because he's like, I just need something to make my life relevant or whatever.
I'm tired of watching the world pass me by.
And I'm like, dude, you're dragging somebody down with you though, man. Like, you're dragging. You didn't
learn from your first mistake, and now you're trying to take the only friend.
And then they're listing off all the side effects of this fucking vaccine or whatever. I'm like, that sounds terrible. I think I'd rather just have anthrax.
Well, and like David Duchovny, this is where I feel like he shines. Is he's good at like being, dry comedy and stuff like that, but like when he starts to name them off and you're looking at his eyes, like he's genuinely,
he's a good drama actor.
Yeah, too. Like it's a very good scene to see that chops for him.
Well, he also got a lot of practice doing X-Files and that, but I've also seen him. He did Californication and some other shit.
Yep.
Which Californication, he was able to juggle drama with comedy a lot. So,
and he's good at both. I mean, it's just his comedic timing is very good and things like that. But like that scene has always stood out to me.
Jesus Christ! And I thought Dad was Dad. That echoed.
Scared my soul.
Cat.
You scared my aura away.
His chakra is on
German.
The floor, dude.
It's coming
scared
out.
It's having a seizure right now.
I shit myself.
Put my hand forward.
When Woodman confiscates their research, Ira and Harry infiltrate the base underground to get another sample and find an alien rainforest teeming with life.
Okay, but can we talk about when they go to like infiltrate it? And he's like, "How come you get to be a private and I have to be a private and you get to be a general?" And he's like, "I was a general."
No, he was a colonel.
Or colonel. Yeah, he's like, "I was a colonel," and then he's like, just be happy because the penalty for impersonating an officer is 5 years. And he's like, "Yeah, for you, white boy, for me, they hang."
You notice they dive down into the dirt, and they get back up, and they're perfectly clean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, really?
Maybe they dusted each other off before we saw them again.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. They found one of those like little air dusters.
Like the whole way he's like, "Pick up that butt soldier." And he's like, "Yeah, tuck your shirt in." Like he's a private. Like they don't give a shit what you have to say. And then he's like, "Open the door for me." He's like, "Don't get used to this."
Oh man. They are caught by Allison as an alien insect gets inside Harry's body, which has to be removed rectally by a doctor, and immediately dies.
It's headed for his testicles. Go, take the leg! Take the leg!
Yeah, that was good.
That scene
want
has
some ice
gotta
cream.
be like, what flavor?
It don't matter.
We're gonna
Doesn't
have
matter.
to
My
take
ass.
the leg. Can't you do something else?
He thinks he's an athlete.
Oh wait.
That always cracked me up too. He thinks he's an athlete.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's heading for the testicles.
Take it.
Take
the leg.
Yeah, he's definitely. I love that scene.
Well, I love the scene. I love that entire scene.
Yeah,
from the time that they try to infiltrate all the way through, because like the whole thing is hilarious.
He's dancing on the elevator. Did you guys authorize these guys?
That's what irritates. Like, what happened to Orlando Jones, man? Like,
I don't know, dude.
I know he was on.
Make 7 up yours.
He was on. Fuck, what was the name of that? American Gods or whatever it was. It was about like ancient gods and all that shit, but like it was in present day. And all that. It was a good show. It had Ian McShane in it and all that. And but he played one of the gods in that. And I'm like, where the fuck have you been, dude? Like, why don't you do more comedic roles? Like, I get that a lot of actors step away for certain reasons. Like Chris Tucker did that for a long time. He stepped away. And, same with like Dave Chappelle. But like, I don't understand his reasoning, because I feel like after he had this like this up and just plummeted off. Like, we never saw it again.
Maybe whatever it is his reason, and he's decided not to share it.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you were such a great comedic actor back in the day.
Him walking around behind him going, "Ira."
Oh,
just like there's another movie that him and Keanu Reeves did that I fucking loved. It was a football movie. I can't remember what it was called though.
The Replacements?
Yeah, The Replacements.
Yeah,
that was a good one. Yeah, that movie is
good. That's a great movie. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite football movies. I'm not a big football
I don't
guy,
really like sports movies.
Yeah.
But that is a good one.
But that movie doesn't focus heavily on the sport.
No, it's more
it's
just
kind of
like
it's kind of like Major League, right?
Yeah.
Like Major League is funny, and I can watch both of those. I loved the Mighty Duck movies, but that was because it was hockey, and I love hockey. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not a huge sports.
Like that part in that movie where he sits down with the cop and the inmate, and he's like, didn't you get arrested for such and such? He's like, man, those fucking cops, I hate cops. And then the other he looks at everything, he's like, I'm a cop. He's like,
he's funny in that movie too. But there's so many other people in that movie that he kind of gets outshined a little bit. But he's still probably the biggest comedic actor in the movie.
You know who I didn't understand didn't have a career? Harlan Williams. That dude was the funniest part of Half Baked.
Who?
Harlan Williams. He was the guy that got arrested for killing the horse.
He's still around a lot. He still does a lot of stand-up.
I know, but he doesn't. He was here, like you said, and then he's just kind of not.
Yeah, he does a lot of stand-up too. Mm-hmm. He was recently on another podcast I saw. He's
been on Jamie Kennedy's.
He likes Trump. He said, "Dude, I love Trump."
He does.
Not even that he's a big supporter, but he said, "I met Trump, and he's like, I really like him. I think he's a super cool dude."
That's how I know he was on Jamie Kennedy's, because they were both discussing.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was with Jamie Kennedy. Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm. So, and that's cool, you know.
Like when he walks up and he's like, "You can't hurt me." When he's in jail, he's like, "You can't hurt me. I'm somebody's bitch." Yeah. Like that is the fucking hilarious.
But yeah, this scene where they're down there in they infiltrate the base and shit. It's like one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. Mm-hmm. It's one of the best parts.
That and the mall.
Oh, the mall.
The mall, yeah.
Can you shut up? Because you are embarrassing me.
Put a little funk into it.
he's like,
I keep singing.
We've established that caca and tuki tuki does not work.
Move, Harold. I'm going to shoot him.
So
nope, this one's mine, Ira. Stand down. Okay.
Me.
Bell's blowing on my phone. Told her I was doing a podcast right now.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Wayne arrives at the...
Fuck off.
I'm telling you.
Dude, I'll call that bitch. You know I will.
Wayne arrives at the college and shows the dead body of an amphibian alien which killed a country club owner while another creature appeared in a woman's home before dying.
Dude, his face when she runs in there and she's like, somebody ate Bob Cartwright or whatever. And he's like...
Oh.
He's like, yeah.
He starts to laugh and then he's
everybody's like, oh my god. He's like...
he's like, something ate Bob Cartwright or whatever his name was. And he's like...
That's sad. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, we're supposed to be sad.
That part where he walks... That first scene with him where he walks into the pool room and he sees that monster and he just walks out like, all right, I'm out of here.
Like...
He just leaves it. Yeah,
can we not discuss that part? Because that filtration, that leads to
the pool.
People are swimming in there.
Hell, that monster was probably what he saw in there to begin with.
I'm guaranteeing that's what
it was. The baby version of it. But not necessarily. Those filtration systems work for different bodies of water on a golf course. So it could have been a hot tub, it could have been a pool, it could have even been some of the lakes, depending on what kind of filtration system they have.
That water's too clear for the lakes.
It probably wasn't the lake.
It was gotta be.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's for all of the things that need filtration within a certain radius. So it's not just that pool.
I'm saying the pool.
I'm going to say it's the pool.
It's an industrial filtration system.
I'm saying the pool.
Okay.
And you're telling me it didn't
bite
nobody
funny, though,
in the
if
pool?
It came out of like a sink. Like plop.
Okay.
I just like that scene because he like looks at it just like, ugh, and then just walks out like, yeah, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like he didn't give a shit.
Chlorine ain't going to kill it because obviously it's swimming around in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Ira and Harry theorize the aliens are spreading through the caves connected to the main cavern but cannot breathe oxygen. The trio later find a valley from the caves strewn with dead, flying dinosaur-like creatures, one of which gives birth before it dies. The newborn alien is able to breathe the oxygen safely and flies away to a mall.
Mazel tov, it's a boy.
I mean, seriously, though, if you walk down to a valley and you've seen all those like dead dragon-looking things, you would be like, fuck, we're dead.
There is a serious problem here.
We're all doomed.
Where it snatches up a shoplifter before the trio gun it down.
Dude, I love how that thing, she went to like run. Where are you going? You're in a fucking changing room.
She's like
let me
said,
just grab
hold on,
like,
bitch.
Yeah. And then she's like, let me just grab hold of the wall. Like, that's going to help me. Like, what are you doing?
I love that thing was like in the mall, and the one thing it was concerned with was that one dressing room.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of got into some shit, but that was fucking funny. I don't care.
I'll never
I'll never
again.
shoplift again. Yes, that's the punishment around here.
Okay,
we learn
your lesson.
Yeah, we catch you shoplifting. We chase you down with a dinosaur.
Now you just need to have a mall that have those people that dress up like fucking those dinosaur costumes. That's like realistic ones.
Oh yeah,
and they should just
chase them through.
Chasing them.
I don't know. I'd be that guy that's around and deck that motherfucker. We paid $4,000 for that costume. Oh, you shouldn't have chased me with it.
Well, you shouldn't have shoplifted.
The governor of Arizona demands to know what is happening. Allison explains that in 2 months the aliens will spread and multiply enough to engulf the entire United States. Woodman proposes a plan to evacuate the area and use napalm to burn the aliens away. When Ira, Harry, and Wayne arrive to tell them about their findings, the aliens, now evolved into primate?
Fuzzy no-nose
primates.
Like creatures. Climb up the caves below and attack them, but are fought off.
I thought they looked pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did.
Terrifying.
I thought
yet,
that was.
I mean, they went along with everything else you'd seen so far.
Yeah.
The shaken governor then approves Woodman's plan against the protests from Ira and Allison that they don't know how the aliens will react. Allison leaves the site, procuring Ira's original research and samples of the blue liquid for him. At the college, Harry accidentally tosses a match into the petri dish of alien liquid, causing a mass of flesh to rapidly grow from it. Ira realizes that the heat is the catalyst to their evolution as it activated the dormant alien cells when the meteor. My God, that word is hard to read. Meteor entered the atmosphere. They attempt to warn Woodman that the effects of napalm will be disastrous, but are rebuffed. Looking at the position of nitrogen and carbon on the Petri periodic table.
There you go.
Ira theorizes the selenium.
I should have kept count.
Selenium
I got you, fam.
might be poisonous
No, not
to
right now.
Oh.
the aliens. Since they are nitrogen based, as arsenic is poisonous to Earth's carbon life.
Can we just talk about for a second that the military here, I feel like is, I mean, I get that without it, the ending doesn't happen and all that, but like the military with an alien life form like this that has caused all kinds of problems and is obviously a very big scientific discovery, to just say let's throw some napalm at it wouldn't really happen.
No.
Like they would be like, all right, you're the scientists, figure out what's
That's
gonna
like I
kill
said,
it.
this movie is not scientifically
At
correct
all.
or
No.
in any way correct. Like this is
I feel like they
not
want
how
to
they
say-
would
There was a time
They would
when
have
the
took.
military would have been like, yeah, bomb the shit out of it.
Yeah, they.
But that time has come and gone.
Well,
when they have military
the problem
scientists,
with this
they have.
is
I mean-
the very first thing that they were gonna do is evacuate that entire town. That entire area would be evacuated.
Yep.
Well, not to mention, they would also they would take that meteor out of that canyon. They would actually take that meteor to a secured site.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
That would just become a secured site.
Mm-hmm.
You
Like
would
Area
see a wall. You
51,
would see a wall
I
up
mean-
around that motherfucker in a week.
I feel like
Guaranteed.
they'd take samples and then be like.
They would
okay,
take samples and they
destroy
would like
this.
throw things at it to see like, okay, what's
Mhm.
going to kill this? They wouldn't just automatically be like napalm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a thing. It's just
Yeah, there's a lot of things about this movie that make that like.
it's a
as
comedy,
as
so
soon
I'm
as
not
the
gonna
military
like.
got there, evacuate the area, the city, everything around it within a certain mile of radius, and they would shut off every entrance.
But I also
to
don't
them
think
catacombs.
that, yeah, and then the first thing that they would do is exactly right. They would get rid of everyone and make it like the most secure site in the world. But also, it just kills me that they're gonna go first with that. But it being a comedy, I'm not gonna really ding it for
You
that.
can't.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it pushes the plot. It's part of it. I get it, and it
Like
does
how
add some
Ira
serious.
and
it
they're
adds-
able to just sneak onto the.
Yeah, it adds some serious comedic chops to it, and it is funny, and it's totally fine. It's just it always rubs me wrong because it kind of perpetuates that we're in the military and we're stupid and we're gonna just blow shit up. That's not a thing.
It's not the military.
No,
they're far more tactical than that.
Yes. Yes.
Irish students, Deke.
Honor student what?
The two dumb guys.
Oh, I don't. Did they ever say their names?
And Danny.
Sure.
Deke and Deke.
Yeah. Them.
What does it say?
Deke.
Deke.
Oh, gross.
Like the dick.
Deke is what you got out of that? He's not fucking Japanese.
Okay.
So more like French.
I just
Decay.
got
Decay,
done
no,
watching
Deke.
My Hero. Okay, it sounds a lot like Deku. I can't help it.
Deke? Deke? How is it spelled?
Balake.
Deke. This is America.
He goes the patriotic route.
This
is America.
This is America. That's Deke.
Deke and his brother Dirk.
It's Joe Dirte.
Well, it's like
French.
it's like Zeke from I don't know, from The Faculty. I would be like Zeke. Or Zeke. It's like that's like that skit from fucking Balake.
Hold on. Zeke the Decade.
Oh, this is a whole skit right here.
So,
Deke.
Deke.
we're compromising.
Deke?
No, we're not. We're not
They
compromising.
only
That's
say their
making it
names
worse.
once.
I don't care.
Okay,
Deke.
Dake and Danny. Recall the selenium
What?
Say
sulfide.
Dake?
She did again.
There's no A in there.
She did it again.
is the active ingredient in the Head and Shoulders shampoo. So the team procures
No, I like it better
a
when
fire
they say
truck
it.
and
We
fills
can
it
get
with the
that.
shampoo.
We can get that.
Like they've got some hookup or
Yeah.
something. We can get that.
We can get that.
And they're just like, what?
Who got it?
How do you guys know? You don't know anything. Haven't you seen how shiny and flake-free your hair is?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's the active ingredient in Head and Shoulders.
I've noticed how all
We
of
read
their
the
hairs
bottles.
are shiny and flake free.
Yeah, but some's naturally and some need Head and Shoulders.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
How do you
Isn't
guys
Head
know
and
that? We
Shoulders
read the
natural?
bottles.
Is the Head and Shoulders natural?
It's a fucking shampoo. I don't know.
So
It's shampoo
You
for
know-
people with dandruff.
You know, that's
I
what we
know
used to
that.
do back in the
So
day
some
when we
people
didn't
have
have
dandruff and some people
technology.
don't.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
What?
That's
I'm
that's
picking
what
up
we
what you're
used to
putting
do
down.
back in the day when we didn't have technology, when we didn't have phones and shit. We
Just
just fucking
read the shampoo
your
bottle.
read the shampoo bottles while you're taking a
Oh, I
shit.
used to do
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
It was always the mouthwash bottle. Yeah. Anyways.
I had a
there you
book, usually.
Woodman begins to.
I just spent a lot less time on the toilet.
Woodman.
It's boring in here. Get this over with.
I've counted these tiles 57 times.
Tired of looking
I
at
was
the
the one
wall,
that was
Grandpa.
like sitting in there, and I'd stare at the tiles on the floor and look for designs in it. Like, oh, that's a dog.
Yeah. You ever do?
Oh, I
Yeah.
used to do that like with fences and stuff.
Like,
Like
they're
those
like-
chain
they're
link
like ink
fences, I could always
blotches.
see a lion. There's like a
The
lion.
laminated floor. You just like
Uh-huh.
look for fucking.
All those
design.
fake
I wanted to
wood-
take
those
like a
fake
marker
wood
and
floors.
trace it out. Like, no,
Yeah.
that's a pig.
Mhm.
Oh, that's penis right there.
Yeah, you know how many penises I saw on the floor? Come on,
Yeah.
that's an easy one.
Yeah.
That's a little penis. That one hangs a little to the left.
I almost got some big balls.
That one's awfully short. He should be ashamed.
He's Asian.
Oh, that's the mirror. Oh,
Oh,
I had to. You pulled that weight.
oh, that's the mirror. Not
We were in the
floor.
bathroom. We were talking about penises. We got to bring up the mirror. It's
He
there.
set himself up for that.
He did.
He was waiting for someone to do it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to count on how many times we said
penis.
penis this episode.
Ooh.
Oh.
You need a penis counter.
We said
For like
penis
all
and
the
mistakes.
episodes.
Reminds me of that Limp Bizkit song. 2 more penises. Or,
Two
if I
more.
say penis 2 more times, that's 46 penises in this fucked up song.
Rhyme.
Rhyme, yeah.
And he says the F word, Dad. Honestly.
Okay, 46
It's a clean
penises
family
in this
show.
penis rhyme.
This is a clean family show, people. Can we please?
We talk
Yeah.
about penises, not fucks.
Bro. Someone bleep him out, honestly.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Bleep that out too. What is going on, you guys? We just broke our rules in the 5-2 1 minute that we had it. I was
Mi scusi.
you're not excused. You can go excuse yourself to the corner. I mean, honestly.
Ooh,
We're
you're in
sorry.
How
trouble.
many assholes we got on this ship
Yeah,
anyhow?
you're reaching for it. I was getting ready to do
Knew
it.
it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Fuck your own face!
So we're just using them all now.
They're all directed at you, so.
Me? What did I do to you?
Yeah.
I didn't make up the rule. I'm just enforcing it. Eric, time out now.
Put that cookie down!
20 minutes. What are we doing?
I'm a loner, Daddy. A rebel.
That's not 15.
Yeah, it is.
15 is I'm a loner, Dottie.
I know, that's not
Oh,
15.
you want me? I know. You want that one?
Shut up!
That's you.
I was being quiet because I got confused.
All right, read.
I thought he was like trying to catch a football. Over here with both of his hands up. Woodman begins lost my place.
You're
Anyways,
killing me, Smalls.
you know what? I'm about to kill you. Keep it up.
Ooh.
Her last podcast.
I'm
she's gonna
sorry.
go to the table and tackle
Was that
you,
expensive piece?
making that noise.
That one's no. That's
You're the KFC guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Oh. As it prepares to divide via mitosis, mitosis. I feel like I already asked
Oh,
that
before
one.
that big cell thing came out, the big monster. So all the explosions were going off, and like that monkey got blown up. Remember? And Jack goes, "Why do I hear boss music?" Because he knew about it growing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cracked me up.
The
It's funny.
boss.
Yeah, he's
Pretty
like, "Why do I
easy
hear boss music?"
The team drives under the organism and pumps a fire hose of shampoo into its rectal
It was
hole,
funny.
causing it to
No,
explode.
I'm talking about this part.
Oh, yeah.
Shows a big old hose right up its rectal hole.
Yeah.
Looks like you're giving
Ira!
it a giant.
Don't you ever
enema.
tell anybody where I've been.
Now, like the governor, he's like, looks like they're giving it a giant
like a
enema.
like a mega enema or some shit like that.
Governor Lewis declares Ira, Harry, Wayne, and Allison heroes, making Wayne an honorary firefighter while Ira and Allison skip the festivities for romance in the fire truck.
It wasn't romance. It was a
Romance.
fuck fest. She said she
He
was
was
gonna
giving
rock
her a
his
bit of the
world.
Kane madness.
Yeah.
Later,
They did
Harry,
the
Ira,
dirty.
and Wayne promote Head and Shoulders for both hair care and fighting aliens.
The fact that Orlando's blooms was
Hold
backwards
it backwards.
Yeah.
was on purpose. Only he wanted it to be upside down. So that's why you see him pull it out from like his jacket,
Oh yeah.
because he was fiddling with it, and everybody else had theirs, right. He wanted to have his wrong, so he tried to do like upside down, but his take came on, and he would just went like that, and it ended up being backwards. And they took that take, but it was his idea to be upside down or something
Different,
yeah. Which is hilarious.
That's all.
All right. Anything you guys want to talk about? Cover?
Not
No?
really. I mean,
It's a funny movie, y'all.
there's not a lot on rap,
Let's rock out this bitch.
Chugga, 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 moving along. That's what I like.
You're welcome.
Moving along. Okay. All right. Madison, what did you think of Evolution from 2001?
I like this movie. It was a good movie. It was
I
kind
knew
of
this.
fun.
Always turns out that.
You guys,
I like this movie. It was a good movie.
I'm not good at explaining myself, and the first time I did that, you guys did yell at me for not explaining things better. So I like this movie. It's a good movie.
First of all, I don't yell.
No, you love
We don't
I
yell.
do.
We just judge hardly.
Yeah,
We
judge
judge with
silently
our
from
eyes.
the side of
It's
the-
worse. Judging silently.
Stare at them motherfuckingly until they get their shit together.
Yeah.
To like start crying, actually, because that's what I will do.
I'm not gonna. I wouldn't make you cry.
Oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Fucking
All right, so I
lies.
like this movie. It was a good movie, right? It was very funny. Orlando Bloom. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Cool. I got it right.
Orlando Jones.
Oh yeah, why did
Wait,
it?
oh.
I don't even like
Get
that
the
guy.
Pirates of the Caribbean off your mind.
Yeah.
I don't even like that
That
guy.
guy, Orlando Bloom's married to Katy Perry.
I know, I love it. They're such a cute couple. Yeah.
Are they?
No? Okay. Anyways.
Hmm.
I think they're a cute couple. Growing up in Pirates of the Caribbean?
You can say it either way.
Caribbean. Why do people say Caribbean? That is not how that is pronounced.
Just how they did it.
That's gross. Anyways.
Gross.
And I grew up on a lot of Katy Perry, so whenever they got together, I was very happy. Anyways, I really liked this movie. It was a good movie. It was very funny. I liked Orlando
Jones.
About did it again.
Orlando
Blah.
Jones. He was very funny in this movie. If he wasn't in this movie, I probably wouldn't have liked this movie at all, honestly. So
I'm gonna agree with that. He definitely elevates the movie.
yeah, it would have been boring without him. So
It would have been
kudos to
forgettable.
him.
Yeah, yeah. If it wasn't for Orlando Jones,
You have to have that offset, the
Yeah.
serious guy and the over the top. You know, like
I mean, don't get me wrong. You get Orlando Jones and Sean William Scott,
and
so
yeah,
you get a double dose of it, which is great.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm. I like the one time he was scientific and he's like, hey, under this cool, sexy exterior, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude.
I like that part. Sean William Scott. You should probably call that Dick General.
Yeah. No, I really liked the part where he was singing in the mall. That was great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
That's
are
So beautiful. Hey, he's kind of got a voice on him until he starts getting a little funky with
Yeah.
it.
Can't you see?
Can't you see?
Your. Anyways.
Then he's like, rub some funk on it. Everything I need.
Everything I ever asked for. You're everything I ever need. Oh man, how did they not laugh in those scenes? Yeah,
Light me
everything I
or
ever-
dark? Do you have to ask?
Oh man. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a 7. It was pretty solid, I think. I don't know. I'm not a big science gal, but it was entertaining enough.
Yeah. So it's not as funny as I remember, but it's still pretty funny. I definitely laughed more than Crystal or Madison during the movie.
But I still thought it was funny.
I
was
giggled
tired.
a lot. There's a few parts that still stand out and I still love. Like, Ira, don't you ever tell anybody where I've been.
Can I have
Shit's
some ice
great.
cream?
Yeah, can I have some ice cream? What flavor? It doesn't matter. It's for my ass.
Take the leg.
And then Sean William Scott's great.
There's always time for
His-
lubricant. I can't believe we didn't say that.
Yeah. There's always time for lubricant.
There's no time. There's always
Never do
time.
that again.
How you going to go in rectally? Oh no.
Yeah, he was great in that whole scene. But anyway, I think that
I
the
wonder how many
movie,
takes that took to do.
Just the one.
the movie,
Because I would have been able to keep my. I wouldn't. I wouldn't have been able to keep it together. No way.
the movie's got a lot of high notes.
like this.
It starts out a little slow, but it definitely picks up pretty quick. But I don't know. There's not much to say about it other than, it's a good, fun comedy without a lot of there's not really a lot of fluff to it, and it's a good, solid hour and 40 minutes. And there's, I mean, some of the music in it's awesome. Some of the score is kind of cheesy, but it's whatever.
It's like any other
Doesn't bother
comedy.
me. But aside from that, yeah, I think Julianne Moore is great. You don't see her in a lot of comedic roles, which is she did pretty well in this. Like this and The Big Lebowski are the two I can really think of.
9 months.
9 months.
It was like a romantic comedy. I don't really remember it. I just remember it being a comedy.
She's just a great dramatic actress, so to see her in comedic roles,
Yeah.
sometimes is really good.
I think she's got great timing. Really.
Yeah, she's a great actress in general. I think she's.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So. But I wish Orlando Jones was around more today.
Yeah, definitely.
Same as Sean William Scott. I know he's still acting and working, but I wish we could see him in more.
He's got the chops for it. I
Yeah.
told you about that movie where he played the serial killer or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Dude,
about.
I'm telling you. That. Whew.
He was scary.
Yes.
Yeah, he was also good in
Can-
the second Becky
I don't
movie.
remember. I'll send it to you. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. Like, he literally, he's like a serial killer in this movie, and he nails it.
Yeah. But I think that
I like serial killer movies.
So
I think that I think
especially
I'm going to give it a
comedic actor.
I'm going to give it a 7. And yeah, I think a 7's pretty solid. Good deal.
Well, that's crazy because I was gonna give it a 7 too, so I'm just gonna get that out of the way. But yeah, I this is one of my favorite comedies. I love the timing in it. I mean, all of the actors bring something to that comedy. So I think that I think they all did a great job. A lot of what you guys already said, but especially what you said about it starting out pretty slow. I've never noticed that before, but I did this time. It was like, wow, it's taken a long time to get to the parts that I remember. And, one other thing that I feel like bothers me now that I'm a little more particular, or have to be particular for like the stuff we do here, but like the scene, is there like a deleted scene or something that explains after they go into the military installation and they're arguing down there, and he looks at Ty Burrell, and he's like, they cleaned us out. Those guys back there. And he even says something like, and they openly admitted to cleaning us out. And the Ty Burrell's like smirking, like, yeah, we did. Until she turns around and he's like, we don't know what he's talking about. Is there like some deleted scene?
There might be.
There has to be, right?
Yeah.
But it bothers me that they leave that whole speech in there where he's accusing them, and it looks like they did do something. But
it was never.
We were never clued in on what happened. That bothers me. It's always bothered me, but it bothers me particularly now because so yeah, 7 from me. That was really the only complaint I have, if there is any. But yep.
The CG don't always hold up in some spots. But...
No, but I think that goes along with the whole 50s sci-fi look. Because if you notice, a lot of the monsters had that look to them, and that sort of like cheesy factor around it a little bit. I think that was the look they were going for.
I'm curious to see what those primates would have turned out if they would turn out more
like
humanoid.
Yeah, that would have been kind of cool. Originally, the original big monster was supposed to be humanoid. It was supposed to be like sort of like a giant person, but they couldn't figure out how to do it.
Up to the butt.
Well, that would have been funnier actually. But how they could do it and still make the creature sort of terrifying. Like to see, like if you saw that coming at you, you're like, oh shit, we're all dead.
Right. So I'm just going to get my number out of the way right off the get. I'm going with an 8, mainly because this movie is really nostalgic for me, and 2, it's just really quotable. So many things you can just quote off
mostly
this movie.
from Orlando Jones.
Well, yeah, that and like I said, the fruit basket thing, and
that was always Mom's favorite part.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's because she got to see his ass.
I know. I'm well aware.
7.75.
7.25.
I'm always like.
She's like,
off. My math never maths. Don't hire me to be a mathematician, dude. We'd all die. Anyways.
All right. Anyway. Rotten Tomatoes.
Was Eric done?
Yeah, he gave it a score.
Oh, okay.
Jesus
I
Christ.
just wanted to make sure because I started talking and I didn't really know who was.
She had a guilty conscience there for a second. She's like, I'm an asshole.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
I took over her spot. Oh, shit. No, I was done.
All right.
Hey, Matthew. What up?
Guesses.
Oh,
for, the
critics 62.
Say 73.
I bet it's lower than that. What would you say?
I said 62.
73.
I bet it's more like 50. I bet the critics hated this movie. Yeah, I'm gonna go 50. I'm gonna go 50%.
Dad's gonna take it. It's 44 percentiles.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Mm-hmm.
Critics consensus. Director Reitman.
Mm-hmm.
I read that right. It's spelled weird.
Ivan Reitman.
Okay.
Same guy that directed the original Ghostbusters.
Critics don't know shit.
Director Wright then tries to remake Ghostbusters, but his efforts are largely unsuccessful because the movie has too many comedic misfires. Whatever.
I'm gonna go 74 for audience.
Okay.
Well, you one up me on this one. I was going to stick with my 73, but now I've got to go with another number. I'm going to go with 67.
I think the audience would be higher. You said 67. You said what?
74.
I feel like Karen was going to take this one.
Yeah, maybe. You said 60 what?
7.
One up. Karen, what is it? What'd you say?
74.
75.
Eric's gonna take it. It is a 48%.
Motherfucker.
See, all that agonizing you did. Wow, the audience sucks worse.
Yeah. They don't know shit.
Nope.
Sometimes they suck just as much cock as the fucking...
Alright, so
I feel like the
first
critics just
two
went
of
into
them
the
are
audience,
kind
too.
of a mouthful.
Well, they do suck a lot of cock, so it must be a mouthful.
Xander B.
Xander B.
I'm reviewing a movie from 2001
Sultan.
right now because if I can save anyone else from watching this, then I have to try. My boyfriend put it on for a relaxing Sunday movie. We know what that means.
Netflix
She wasn't
and
even
chill.
watching the damn
Nope.
movie. Not
She was. She only needed one free hand.
She's still using her eyes.
My boyfriend put it on for a relaxing Sunday movie. It felt like I was being punished the
Netflix and
entire
chill.
time. She was being punished the entire time. Anyways.
Wow,
What was
she's
so
a
funny?
drama queen.
She was being punished the entire time, and we were just talking about her sucking.
No, she was,
Some people are into that, man. Like, don't judge.
She was being punished on her own terms, too. It's not our fault she's complaining about the movie that she didn't watch. Anyways,
Yeah, I feel like
it's
this is a
truly...
bad review because she was not watching that movie.
Maybe she's just talking about her boyfriend. Because it says...
Maybe it's a cry for help, like that
It's
one chick that was
truly
bitching that her
bad.
husband never cleaned the house.
It's truly bad. The storyline...
Jerry.
The storyline is manageable, bad sci-fi, hop, skip, jump, fake science. Whoa. Hop, skip, jump. Is that something that people say? Hop, skip, jump, fake
Maybe.
science?
I don't know. I don't know everything people say.
Assumptions and
Science
illogical and
fiction
silly
people.
actions. Honestly, I love that kind of stuff. It is the writing that makes it unwatchable. Her boyfriend normally has really good taste in movies, so I didn't say anything until we were very far in. Oh.
Too bad you're wrong.
How far in?
Yeah, how far did he put
my
it in?
throat hurts now.
This movie hurt me. I'm offended.
Oh, fine.
I kept expecting... I kept...
Nah.
Offended.
What does mama say?
You guys, I'm
Stop it.
overstimulated. Stop it.
All right, come on.
Oh, sorry. I kept expecting some magical redeeming thing to occur. By the time it did, it was too late. We were in it. Okay. Please, I beg of you, skip this if you don't
Stop
want
it.
to actively regret the past couple of hours of your life. Okay, anyways.
Wow.
Alex D.
This would be the boyfriend.
It's the other side of the story.
Don't listen to that bitch. Movie was great. I feel a lot better.
I enjoyed every second.
Oh god, wouldn't it be funny if that person actually watched this episode and they were like, yeah, you were talking about my review?
My review.
Yeah, it was dog shit.
Alex D, half a star.
God damn.
Just we watched after a looning hiatus and have to say that this hasn't aged well at all.
Fuck.
Aged
Casual
well. What
jokes
was
about-
aged in it?
Casual jokes about pedophilia, inappropriate relationships with students, rampant sexism, and borderline rapey dialogue such as, she needs a good humping. And she's mine.
She's a humorless ice queen and
She
need
needs
a good humping.
I don't know. I hate that people think that sounds rapey. It's just a fucking joke.
Yeah, like
He's pretty much saying like
around.
she needs to get a good.
She needs to be laid.
Yeah,
She'd be in a lot better mood, is what they're saying. Okay, it's just a joke.
And the farce of the
I don't know
walk.
anybody else, or how anybody else is, but would they be in a worse mood after they get laid?
Absolutely not.
I mean,
even the worst sex is better than no sex.
And the farce of the walk after having a light colonoscopy, presented in possibly the most homophobic manner conceivable, nearly made me implode from cringe. One might say, lighten up, but really the script is just abysmal, and reads like it was written by a 12-year-old boy who thinks falling over for no reason, vaginas and farts are the pinnacle of humor. But they are, I mean.
Lighten up.
Well, and, you know, he's talking about this man who's clearly attracted to females, being, like, bent over and having this thing forcibly shoved up his ass means that he is somehow, in some way, saying that someone being gay is bad. No. It means a heterosexual man doesn't want something forcibly shoved up his ass.
Yeah.
You are reading way too fucking much into that, Pedro.
Even a gay man doesn't want something forcibly shoved up his ass.
Yeah.
If you don't want something up your butt, you just don't want nothing up your butt. It doesn't matter if you're gay or not.
I'm saying he's making it about sexual orientation.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, if we're going to make it about sexual orientation, I know there is no heterosexual man that wants anything up his ass.
That's our no square.
OG&D.
$20 is $20, Madison.
And
when times are hard.
And what are you talking about? Anything up the butt? $10 is $10.
$10, little
In
man.
this
Put that shit.
You're damn right.
I told you he runs low.
That just reminds me of that skit with Jay. $10, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
If that money doesn't show that you owe me, a
That
jungle
jungle
love.
love.
Oh,
yo.
I think
I wanna know ya.
OG&D has 2 stars.
You know the first comment's gonna be, that's a fun.
Damn it.
David
Shut the
and
fuck up.
Kobe. All this says is David and Kobe. Wait, I've seen this on TV where it's about to run again this Sunday morning. And then that's all
Talking
it
about
says.
the X-Files.
Oh.
And it's David Duchovny.
It says and Kobe.
Shut up, Eric.
It does.
He doesn't know how to spell his name.
Okay. Men in Black and Ghostbusters hybrid that came about 6 years too late. The comedic timing is a bit like a low car battery that needs the occasional jump. It's not a terrible film, but it does have its flaws. Orlando Jones is one of them.
Huh?
Yeah.
You
2.5
soulless piece
stars.
of shit.
Yeah. What else did he think was good? Like
Orlando Jones was the best part of this whole movie.
He liked the military in it and how accurate it was.
I guess so.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
All right, give us 1 or 2 more.
I got you, Bill. A star and a half.
Did you just call me Boo or Bill?
Bill?
I said Bill.
You said Bill.
That sounded like Bill.
Sound like Bill.
That's what I get from mumbling.
That's what you get, Bill.
Gotcha, Bill.
I got you, Bill.
Like,
Well,
Bill?
fuck.
Bill.
You owe her some money.
Stop thinking anyone involved with X-Files can do something that's not cheesy as hell and devoid of intelligent layers. Okay? Okay. Star and a half, no name.
Dumbass.
1 star. Has there been a good Sean William Scott? That's all it says. and then it says, if
What?
so, this ain't it.
I like
What?
Sean William Scott. He's done a lot of good things.
I very much like Sean William
Yeah.
Scott.
And he got famous off of playing Stifler, yes.
Yeah.
2 stars.
Because he was fucking funny.
2 stars.
Stiffmeister.
I had to watch this in biology. A half a star. KRK of English movies. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Let's move on into trivia. Where's that? Which one is it? 1, 2, 3. This one.
Sweet ass trivia with Karen.
Aren't we cute?
Hi, I'm Karen.
Hi, Karen.
That's Karen.
Aren't we cute?
Adorable.
I know. Whenever we were all innocent, like,
Yeah, I remember.
still had our hair in, like, little ponytails.
I don't
Still
think I
could
was
use the
ever
little
innocent.
rubber bands.
I remember trying to beat up my cousins with that plastic golf clubs.
You were too.
This is
Yeah,
what we
see?
get. This is the byproduct now.
I was trying to use the holes.
Their photo shoot. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
Remember those little plastic holes that they come in that you hit the ball into?
Oh, yeah?
And I was like swinging, throwing that at people in the pool.
You
I
used to hit
was a
people, too.
little
You just
fucking.
remember all the bad shit you did.
I was a
don't you?
demon.
He was, actually. He was...
I ever
mean.
tell you about the time I made Ada work her elbow?
Yes, I've heard it. All right, Karen, go ahead.
David Duchovny turned down a role in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones to appear in this movie.
I'm sorry. Why would you do that? I just feel like that's a poor choice of, like, a poor acting choice. Like, hey, George Lucas wants me to come over here and be in one of his Star Wars movies. You know that multi-million-dollar franchise that started in the 70s?
Wait, who turned it
Or
down?
we could go over here
David
to
Duchovny?
this comedy that has Orlando Jones and some other fucking people in it and do that.
Yeah, I mean, he would have done a good job in Star Wars, I think.
I don't know if he would have or not. I don't even know who he was going to play, but I just feel like that was a stupid fucking choice.
Mace Windu.
Hey, you don't know. He might have done this just because it sounded more fun to him.
Yeah.
Being
Whoa.
more true to himself than what,
Fuck that, dude.
That's
Make your money.
stupid.
I'm just
You can
saying.
be more true to yourself whenever you're a multi-millionaire.
Hell, he probably got offered more money to do this movie.
I gotta be able to be
rather
true to
than
myself
Star
and
Wars.
sleep at
It's
night.
possible.
I think he was probably offered more money to do this movie.
And this probably had
Star
more of
Wars.
a...
Maybe.
Because Star Wars, it was probably a small bit role.
Yeah, and this
whereas
is a leading
this is
role.
a starring role, and
Mhm.
he's probably made the highest billing.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right. Shot in December, DreamWorks asked the locals to delay putting up their Christmas decorations. Following the shoot, DreamWorks paid the city employees overtime to light up the town in time for Christmas. Will Smith was considered for the role of Harry Block. Jennifer Aniston was considered for the role of Allison. John Cusack and Leonardo DiCaprio were considered for the role of Ira Kane. The clumsiness...
Cusack? I don't know about that.
I could see John Cusack in that role.
I can see John Cusack
Not
there.
Leonardo.
Not Leonardo DiCaprio.
No. Out of the two, it would definitely
It'd be
be John.
Cusack.
The clumsiness in Allison, which was Julianne Moore's idea. During the lengthy shooting in Arizona, Dan Aykroyd entertained the local folk by carding guests at a bar, unofficially greeting people at Walmart, and visiting locals for a cup of coffee in their homes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
I wish I lived there. Dan Aykroyd's at the front door.
So
answer it.
Yeah, like, why are you talking to me about it? Why isn't he standing in my living room?
Yeah. Why is he not in here shaking my hand and telling me everything I want to know about Ghostbusters?
yeah, no doubt.
And a third movie.
No, it would be like, Dad, that guy from Ghostbusters at the door.
Yeah.
Dude, you'd hear me tripping down those steps trying to get down there so fast. I'd probably break every bone in my body.
You would
Get
fuck
let
up.
him in.
I'm about to
You would
tell Jack
you would
to
fuck
pull
up because you would.
He's so bad.
Can you imagine him knocking at your front door? You open it, like he's like, "You guys got any coffee?
Oh God, I'd be like,
What kind do you want?"
no. I'd
It's
be
by
like,
all my Ghostbuster stuff.
And I'd be like, what's coffee? Like my brain
No,
would be
yours
fried.
would be more like, give me 10 minutes. What kind do you drink? And then you'd run to the
You want a French press or do you want it out of the pot?
I would be like, what's coffee?
coffee. Dream state.
Go ahead.
Okay. Kevin Dunn appeared as a doctor in an unused alternate ending where it was appeared.
Stroke. Are we counting
that,
for Karen?
No, it's alternate ending where it was appeared. That sounds weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That Dr. Block had been impregnated by the alien dragonfly.
Ha.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Taking a little bit too far.
I was wondering if that would
It
have any
pips it out
effects
the
on his
butt.
body.
That's it. That's all I got.
There's not much to it. All right, well,
Short and sweet. Time to eat.
I already had
Sorry.
dinner. Thank you.
Sorry, Grandpa.
we doing
Grandpa
the
Jim
box?
says that before we eat. He says, "Thank you for this meal, blessed day," and then he's like, "Short and sweet. Time to eat." And then we dig in. Amen. He said, "Amen." And then he says, "Short and sweet. Time to eat."
We're doing the box, or were you discussing?
let's see what we draw first.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking
We'll see what
Sorry,
we
Frank.
get, and then we'll figure out if we want to do something else.
Yeah. Sorry, I was fixing Frank. Frank fell over.
I don't care. I don't want to get yelled at.
Nobody likes Frank Dad but you. And it's only because it reminds you.
Don't breathe.
So that would be the second one. Yeah, we're doing cone
Did we
heads.
do
Don't
okay.
breathe.
Cone heads, huh?
What is that?
Cone heads.
It's a thriller.
Oh, wait. That's the horror movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oof. That's a tough one, actually.
Why are
Let's
you
do
doing
cone
that?
heads. I don't do cone heads.
Okay.
Let's see if I can
I'm
find
in the
it. If
mood
this
for a
thing
movie.
work.
What?
I said I'm in the mood for a horror movie.
Yeah, but it's too late. We're already doing cone heads.
Yeah, I'm ahead with it.
Right, Karen?
Just watch a bunch of horror movies on my own time, I guess.
You can.
Yeah, without you.
And Coneheads is actually not in the box at all, so it's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
No, I'm just saying, like, we're coming up with stuff that you should see or whatever, you know.
Oh, me?
Mhm.
Oh.
All right, so
I
next
brought
week-
this on myself.
Next
Gotcha.
week, we're going to do cone heads from 1990 something or another. Like 92, 93, probably.
I don't know. My phone's not letting me look it up.
Oh. I just shut that stuff
Well,
down.
Coneheads.
It's not that big of a deal. I'm sure you all know.
1993. It's an hour and 28. Comedy sci-fi. Google
Is it-
says
is it streaming
it's on
anywhere?
Amazon.
It is streaming on Hoopla,
Nobody knows what that is. Amazon.
Pluto TV, and Paramount Plus,
I have
Amazon.
Paramount.
I think, and Apple TV.
And Amazon.
Okay, but you have to rent it from Amazon. This is streaming, like
Okay, well nobody owns
free.
those things, so you can buy it on Amazon.
What exactly is stramming, ma'am? Asking for a friend.
So next week we're gonna do Coneheads from 1993. We're there, people.
They're fucked up, people.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. We managed to keep it under 2 hours. On that note,
Karen.
Yep.
and you guys don't forget
And
about them
scene.
socials. Don't forget to check them out down there in the description. All that good shit. You guys sure are slap happy today.
That's offensive.
I took like a 5-minute nap earlier after dinner, and I woke up halfway through my episode of Once Upon a Time, and I just skipped it.
Well, like I said, those are called power naps. So
It's a cat nap.
they're called power naps.
That's why that yarn's over here.
Oh, my abdomen hurts.
All right, next week we're gonna do Coneheads. You guys have a fun week, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.